Hi everyone! Let me welcome you again to the channel, Ate Sanang's Thoughts ng maupay nga adlaw ha iyong matanan. This is your Ate Sanang, ang iyong malabot nga sangkay. Seven days into the Miss Universe 2023 pageant and the heat is really on. Each of the candidates are really busy attending to the tasks assigned to them to promote El Salvador, attend some charity causes that the Miss Universe organization supports in the country, among other activities. And last night, some of the girls have attended a light and fountain show at the San Salvador del Mundo fountain, which was kind of fun. So much of the girls' activities in this video, I will be sharing with you my 3 dark horses in the competition who might just snatch a chance from the perceived frontrunners to have a place in the semifinals, and with some luck, when the stars aligned in their favor, getting into the top 5 and into the final 3. So yeah, on with my list, I have Miss Jamaica, Jordan Lauren Levy. I can say that in this competition, Miss Jamaica is one of those candidates who have great credentials and relatively well-styled but yet underrated. Jordan is a passionate medical doctor from Kingston, Jamaica, driven by strong work ethic instilled by her family. She also is a dedicated community leader and embodies the role of a physician who saves lives and strives to make people feel better about themselves, a commitment she exemplifies through her Be Beautiful campaign, where she advocates for girls' education and personal growth. Please watch this.
My name is Jordan Levy, and as a medical doctor, I am ready to use my voice for change for the early dropout rates amongst young women in Jamaica due to teenage pregnancy. Close your eyes and picture pageant ground with the launch of dreams as a medical professional. Imagine the strength she's walking corridors like the common professionals for teenage mothers. She sees the reflection on the streets with each passing face of a child. We're not caught in conversations about subgroups, but met with miseducation, accompanied by misplacement and stigma. Baby girls made baby mamas by baby boys or men who barely had father figures to call fatherly, and the cycle of poverty continues. What if that same girl used her voice for change, bringing the fight to the forefront, mixed her profession with passion, shattering the glass ceilings of young women who believed their dreams now had limits? What if she took the taboo out of sexual health talks, inspired the misled with campaigns, and empowered policymakers, creating safe havens for second chances? That girl is me. With a call to action now. We need volunteers as ambassadors for comprehensive sexual health education, youth-friendly doctors with more compassion in their practice to enforce prevention is better thinking. I heard it takes a village to grow a young girl that becomes a future leader. And starting here, you and I will prove that a woman's power can never be taken. We'll exemplify greatness with our words that change lives and allows our young women to prevent pregnancy and continue their education. For the future of Jamaica and our socio-economic ecosystem, we need our young girls in school.
Teenage pregnancy is a serious problem in Jamaica. The data states that Jamaica has the 3rd highest rate of teenage pregnancy in Latin America and the Caribbean. What this does for the girls is that it increases their livelihood of high school dropout. The data states that girls who have gotten pregnant early are more likely to live a life of violence for them and their children.
We need our young girls in school, and we need to demystify sexual health education, and it starts with conversations with our neighbors, sisters, brothers, and friends.
With her strong credentials, flawless styling, and a compelling beautiful campaign social cause, I think she will have the girls a good run for their money to snatch a spot in the semi-finals. What do you think, guys? Another candidate in my dark horse list is Miss Nepal Jane Deepika Garrett. Jane is the first plus-size woman to have won the Miss Universe Nepal title and the second plus-size woman to compete in the Miss Universe stage following Shira Burchill in 2016. She is a 22-year-old business developer based in Kathmandu and who completed Bachelor of Science in Nursing course recently. She was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS, a hormonal condition which can lead to problems with a woman's ovary, such as not having period on time or not getting it at all, and leading to other health problems. As a woman who suffered hormonal imbalance which caused her weight gain problems and low self-esteem, she is an advocate for Nepali women's hormonal, mental, and physical well-being. To fully understand the social cause she is advocating, please have a listen.
Exactly a year ago, at the age of 21, I got close to ending my life. I ended up in the hospital after taking too many pills. It was a dark time, and I could almost feel my entire life flashing in front of my eyes. I went back to the past. I went through some really tough times for over 10 years. I struggled with depression, isolation, and even got bullied. I used to hurt myself and struggle with eating disorders. I did not like myself. It wasn't until I turned 20 and was in lockdown that I found out I had PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and mental illness. It was on the hospital bed where I felt a higher power talking to me. It told me that my tough journey had a purpose, to inspire others to heal and love themselves just like I had to learn to do. From that moment on, I decided not to look back. I started a journey to love myself. In a span of a year, I turned into a strong and brave woman with a mission to inspire millions around the world to accept and love themselves. Think about this. 80% of women worldwide have to deal with hormonal problems, but surprisingly, 70% of them don't even know it. PCOS is one of these issues that affects 8 to 13% of women of reproductive age, making fertility so difficult. Research shows that mental health problems are linked to hormonal health problems. I am using my life story and research to be a force for change and teach the world about hormonal disorders that affect millions of people worldwide. My bigger dream is to start an organization that supports women worldwide who are dealing with hormonal and mental health problems so they can love and heal themselves in a safe space.
When asked about what she'd do with the Miss Universe Nepal platform, she had this to say. As a woman who is curvy and who does not meet certain beauty standards, I am here to represent women who are curvy, who struggles with weight gain, and who struggle with hormonal issues. I believe that every single woman is beautiful just as she is. Now, it is this a backstory of Miss Nepal why I think she has a good fighting chance to slip into the semifinals of the competition. And I guess you would agree with me on this. And the third and final candidate who is part of my dark horse pick is Miss Pakistan, Erica Robin. Miss Pakistan was actually one of the three delegates who arrived late in El Salvador. Whatever may the reason for her late arrival to the host country is something that has not been disclosed to the public. But since her election as Pakistan's representative in the 7th Miss Universe, after winning the Miss Universe Pakistan competition, she has actually faced heavy backlash from the Pakistani public, especially Pakistan's fundamentalists, including the government and some political actors in her country. Please watch this.
And let's now talk about what's happening in Pakistan. The country is in a state of perpetual crisis. The economy is tanking, the debt is soaring, politics in disarray. But it seems some people in Pakistan could not care less. And guess what they are obsessing over right now? A beauty pageant. You heard that right. Conservatives in Pakistan are breaking their head over a beauty pageant. I'm talking about the inaugural Miss Universe Pakistan beauty pageant. It was held for the first time in the Maldives and was organized by a Dubai-based company. The pageant featured over 5 contestants. Out of the 5, a 24-year-old emerged to be the winner. Her name is Erica Robin, a resident of Karachi, and she is now expected to represent Pakistan at the global Miss Universe pageant in El Salvador. Pakistan's fundamentalists say she should not. And why is that? Because beauty pageants, according to them, are un-Islamic, and they are calling it an insult. And who are these fundamentalists? They are people from all walks of life. Clerics, journalists, senators, even members of the government of Pakistan. Although their reasons to oppose the event vary, some are calling the event shameful, others are calling it a disaster, and yet others have termed it as exploitation of the women of Pakistan. They say that the contestants in no way represent the Pakistani society. Let me just take you through a few of their statements. This is what Jamaat-e-Islami Senator Mushtaq Ahmad Khan had to say. Listen carefully. Who are the organizers of this beauty pageant? Who is doing this shameful act? The government should bring them forward. Who has authorized her to represent Pakistan? Is this the decision of the government of Pakistan? The caretaker Prime Minister should immediately clarify the position of his government and stop this ridicule and humiliation of Pakistani women in the name of beauty pageants. This is a deliberate game being played with the religious sentiments of the Muslims of Pakistan. And it does not end there, by the way. This is what a prominent religious leader, Muhammad Taqi Usmani, had to say. I'm quoting again. There is news that 5 young ladies will represent Pakistan in the international beauty pageant. If this is true, how far will we go? Let the impression disappear. How does one even react to this? I mean, just look at the state of affairs in the country. There is a raging debt crisis. The currency has been in free fall. We've been telling you about this. The prices of food skyrocketing. There's also a shortage of electricity. And guess what Pakistan is busy debating? How can a woman represent their country at an international stage? First of all, I don't even know how this is an issue. Secondly, should this really be a priority right now? The Pakistan government, meanwhile, has its own version on this. It's wondering how the event was held in the first place. Yes, it says it had no idea about the pageant, that it had given no official permission for it. Let me quote the statement of Pakistan's caretaker Federal Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Murtaza Solangi. It says, I'm quoting, "The government and the state of Pakistan are represented by the state and government institutions. Our government has not designated any non-state and non-governmental person or institution for any such activity, and no such person or institution can represent the state or government." It's absolutely bizarre how a small beauty pageant can rattle an entire country. So much so that the central ministers have had to issue statements on it. Only if they had put even 1% of this effort into fixing the economy, tackling the real issues on the ground, Pakistan would not be in such dire straits.
While Erica is relatively unknown amongst the candidates at this juncture of the competition, it is this personal fight of her in her own country that led me to perceive her to be a strong contender in this year's competition. It is also this fight of hers why her backstory and the cause she supports, which is anti-gender bias or empowering women in her country, resonated with me, and why I think she has a good fighting chance. Because if you have 231 million people against you, a contest against 80 plus of women candidates would surely be easy. So yeah, there it is guys, my 3 dark horses in the 72nd edition of the Miss Universe 2023 pageant. Share your thoughts in the comment section below if you agree that these 3 women are the 3 dark horses in the competition. And yet again, it's now time to bid you guys farewell. Please give the video a like so this gets recommended by YouTube. Also share this if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This has been your Ate Sanang, and see you on next video. Ciao!